didn't even try doing my hair today, did I? Shut the fuck up. I feel like people are going to think this is about Kat Von D and it's not. This is the kind of foil I wanted for the Shane Dawson palette. Okay guys, today's video I'm going to be doing, just to get ready with me, I did a really cool like blue-green smoky eye on a live stream on Twitch and I really liked it, so I thought I'd recreate it. I kind of wanted to discuss a couple of things. The last Get Ready With Me I discussed how there was too many launches. Today I want to discuss brand owners. This video is meant to be light-hearted, it's just a discussion, this is just my opinions. If you don't appreciate my opinions, you don't have to listen to them. With that said, let's get into the video. Just as a first off, ignore my hair. I was actually planning to dye my hair today, but due to Storm Sierra, I ain't leaving my house. So we're just gonna pretend this is a look. I actually used 3 eyeshadow palettes. First one is the Jaclyn Hill Morphe collaboration in Dark Magic and then in Armed and Gorgeous. And then I also used the Dominique Cosmetics Rustic Glam. This shade in general is stunning, but this shade here is gorgeous. And that's what I kind of want on the center of my lid here. I'm just gonna use Free Spirit, which is a matte cream kind of shade, just to set the concealer. Continuing using this Rustic Glam palette, I'm going to use this shade here, which is Fringe, which is a nice like matte light brown, just to start my transition shade. Yesterday I used from the Dark Magic palette, which was this grey, and I think it was a little bit too dark to start off with. Using a lot of dark shades, they can get kind of muddy really quickly. So I want to be a bit more careful with what I'm doing today. I'm not going to be doing my base on camera because I feel like you guys probably don't care about what foundation I'm using. I'm just kind of focusing on the eye and a lip. Kind of bringing it kind of high in my crease. I'm using such light pressure that I could literally do this at the end of the brush and just basically just sweeping the tip of the bristles over my eye. I'm going to grab a smaller brush, just a bit more like compact. I'm going to take Cactus, which is this blue. If you haven't got this palette, yesterday I used Potion. Both of those greens look exactly the same, and also they just don't blend very well. But you can use kind of a green and mix in a little bit of blue to kind of, I think, get a similar effect. I feel like this is a very similar shade actually to Blue Honey by Kylie Cosmetics. I've noticed a couple of brand owners recently have been bitching and moaning about how hard it is to donor. I'm sure it's super difficult. I know that you're going to be managing a lot of people, that it takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. I'm not coming from this as a consumer that's just like, shut the fuck up and get on with it. Because at the end of the day, you're living your dream. A lot of YouTubers, and I appreciate they've had to build their way up, so don't get me wrong, I understand. I struggle with my mental health. Because of that, I'm not always in the right mindset to film. The only days I can film, the majority of the time, is at the weekend. So if I've got a busy weekend, or turns out last minute I have to work, or I have to go and help family, or something like that. Oh, that wind. I am not able to have the flexibility to work when I want. And I understand that, again, if you have your own company or anything like that, I understand there's a lot more pressure. But there are brand owners that have been doing this longer. I appreciate. But there are some brand owners that have come from YouTube and you don't hear them bitching and moaning. They have stuff going on in their life. For instance, look at Jeffree Star. He had a robbery last year. This year he's had his like partnership breakdown. I'm not die-hard Jeffree Star lover. I think his content's pretty entertaining. I think him and Shane are pretty funny together. I like some of his makeup. I'm kind of impartial about him, to be honest. But my point is that, do you hear him bitching about how difficult it is to have all of those people working underneath him? The amount of hours he has to work, how stressful it must be, having to still work and have your partnership break down. He will open up and share those things. But you don't hear him bitching and moaning, saying that how hard it is and, you know, that you guys just don't understand how difficult it is to be a brand owner or whatever. Yeah, no, I don't, because I'm not able to work for myself. Next I'm grabbing the Morphe Dark Magic palette. And I'm grabbing a mixture of Busted and Temptress. Place this on the outer edge, and then we're going to try and blend it with the blue. By bitching and moaning about your brand and your company and how hard your job is and everything, it shows a little bit of insensitivity to other people who don't get to work for themselves, don't get to live their dream. Their hobby, unfortunately, is not their income. For instance, for me, I would love to play with makeup and kind of like style items all day, every day, play games on Twitch or whatever, and spend time talking to my audience, but I can't. I've really struggled recently to even be able to balance my mental health and being able to put anything up on YouTube, game on Twitch or anything like that. I was stretching myself too thin. It was affecting the content I was creating. It was affecting how I was with my audience, and I didn't like that. Difficult. Appreciate the creator of the brand. Some days you could just consistently hear them just seem really ungrateful for the position they've been put in. Just using a little bit more of fringe, the matte like light brown, just to blend over the edges. They just seem really ungrateful. They're having a huge amount of success, and all it sounds like is poor me. Now, I'm not going to name any names because I'm not here to name and shame or anything like that. I just think it's, to me personally, as a consumer, to me it's frustrating. I wonder if I'm the only person that finds it really frustrating. I'm using concealer just to have a little bit of a tacky base here. Blend this out with my finger. I think people need to stop blaming other people as well. This is one of the most gorgeous shades, and it's not coming off well enough on camera. Beautiful cool tone bronze. I'm going to put this on my outer edge, kind of to the middle, and then we're going to blend it in with the black afterwards. Even if you guys can figure out what brands these are that I'm talking about, I have nothing against these people. Okay, so next I'm going to use this shade here called Wanderlust. This is this mint green shade. I'm going to put this right up to my inner corner. Boiled. This makes me want to get the Latte to Go palette, I think that's what it's called. The quality of these are incredible. The mattes blend fantastically. The shades are absolutely beautiful. The metallics are so foiled and stunning. Blending the two together. Then I'm going to take Diversion again. Just reintroduce that on the outer edge. This is by Lime Crime, and this is their Diamond Dew. This is in the shade Magnet. I think they call these like a highlighter. But these are basically eyeshadow toppers. The component is so gorgeous. It's probably a bit bulky. The eyeshadow, insane. I'm just going to put a little bit of this in the middle. Just gives it a little extra something, and it's similar kind of shade to Diversion. A lot of glitter in it. I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and while I let it dry, I'm just going to take the blue again and just lightly take it on the tip of my brush, lightly go over the crease just to make sure this is nicely blended. Go back to the black, lightly tap this, deepen the outer corner, especially on this side. I feel like I've lost a lot of it in the blending. Kind of a contrast to the mint green. Fluff it ever so slightly. Taking the brown shade, lightly going over just the outside. I'm just going to do my base, and then I'll come back to finish off the eyes and we'll discuss some more. I'm going to take the blue called Busted. I'm going to take a small brush really close to my lower lash line. Jaclyn Hill's coming out with a new Morphe collab. I feel like I'm one of the only people that doesn't like the colour story. A lot of like purpley, pinky, orange kind of shades. It'd be great for summer for a lot of people. Not really my cup of tea, you know. I'm then going to take my Dior highlighter palette. So I'm going to take the white. I'm just going to put this in my inner corner, on a nice bright inner corner, because we have so much deep darkness. Kind of going in circles to get kind of that rounded kind of effect. I have to apologise because I just realised I didn't turn my microphone back on. So I'm just going to use my Renaissance flick and just line the top of my eyes. So I'm just going to use my sleek Twist Up eye pencil in Midnight because I want something like deeper. Please tell me in the comments if any of you guys have also had the same kind of thoughts about brand owners, because I'd love to hear your opinions. I use my Essence False Lashes as my mascara. To me, it's a choice. If you want to do everything, that's fine, but you need to take it on your own shoulders and take responsibility for it. If I had my own business, I would happily be there all the time. Everyone has bad days, I completely get that. I just think that your audience probably isn't the best people to complain to. Of course you'll need to vent. I just think maybe your audience isn't the best place. It just comes off kind of ungrateful of all the opportunities you've got, and if it's getting too much, maybe it's worth just step back from one of them. Let's scoot you out a little bit for the lip. Yeah, this is kind of the shade I wanted to go for. This is by Melt. This is in Space Cake. This is old. I know the rule is not to use a dark lip with a bold eye, but I don't listen to rules. If you're ever struggling with a bold lip, use a brush. Like if you don't have a lip liner, that's the same shade. That is this Get Ready With Me. What do you guys think of the eye makeup? I really like it. I think it turned out really nicely. I especially like the glitter. I really enjoyed getting ready with you guys. I think I'm going to do more of these if you guys are interested. I have so many things I want to talk about. I want to talk about surgeries I'm thinking about, online dating experiences. I have a whole list of stuff I would love to share with you guys eventually. So if you would like to hear me rant and rave and share things, please subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. Leave a comment below what you want to hear from next while I do another Get Ready With Me. I hope to see you all very soon in the next video. Bye!